Hello everyone, my name is Tony Hayes, and on behalf of the 2nd District of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity and our 2nd District Representative, Brother Sherman Charles, I want to welcome you to our first video segment of Fighting Trim. Fighting Trim is the 2nd District Health and Wellness Committee's effort to provide content on Omega men who are living healthy lifestyles each and every day. With that said, I'd like to welcome my good friend and good brother, Brother Bill Parrish. Good morning, brother.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too.
Everything
is well. Everything is well.
Thank you for the invitation.
Speaking of which, this is the day after the Christmas holiday, and so certainly Bill could have been spending his morning doing a whole bunch of other things, but I wanted to say thank you for him coming out to tell his story on this day after Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you.
So with that said, let's get underway. So, Bill, tell us a little bit about what you do professionally.
Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I run a construction management firm named Noble Strategy, Harlem and North New Jersey, and I've been doing that since 2005. I'm also the author of a book, business book, Making Bold Moves, Creating Multi-million-dollar Success in 500 Days or Less, which is really the story of how our firm went from zero to $2.2 million in less than a year and a half. Book came out in 2012, and now I'm working on a second book, which is called Winning All the Time. A little bit of different spin. It's not about creating and making so much as how you deal with the effects of business when things slow down. Things will slow down. Yeah. So it's about maintaining the right mind state and positivity. And when you really think about it, you are winning all the time. So look out for that book.
I sure will be, and that's very exciting. With that said, now let's talk a little bit about your family life. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've been married for 22 years. My wife is a PhD. She's a professional woman. And I have 2 beautiful kids. My son is 18, finishing his freshman year at Hampton University, and on the sailing team. Go figure, right?
Wow.
A pirate should sail, right?
Didn't know that.
My daughter is a 15-year-old cheerleading for her high school football and basketball teams, and very active, and I'm glad to support them all.
Excellent. So now let's get right down to the nuts and bolts of why we're here. I introduced this whole concept with Fighting Trim around Omega men living healthy lifestyles. This brother is an entrepreneur, an author, a husband, parent of 2 vibrant children. How do you keep a healthy and well lifestyle, man? Tell us.
It's not easy, brother, but it does require discipline, focus, and commitment. You have to know that it's important to get it done. I can't work out after work. It's too many distractions. It's just not, it doesn't happen for me. I have to get it in early in the morning. And if you recall, when some of those personal training sessions, we used to start at 6 a.m.
That's right.
But another one of our chapter brothers, Brother Reginald Long, who is an attorney, runs his own business, gave me some good advice. I would go to work every morning as an entrepreneur, trying to be the first one there. And 8 o'clock in the morning, he's running up and down South Orange Avenue. And I'm saying, don't you run your own business? Shouldn't you be at work? And he said, bro, if I got to be the first one there, I'm doing something wrong. And I took his advice, and I started to come in later. I work out in the mornings. Sometimes I'm at the gym at 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I get to work at 11:30, 12.
Nice.
And sometimes I work till 8 o'clock at night, but so it all bounces out.
Sure. So now let's even delve a little bit deeper into this, all right? So we know that you're working out and incorporate that into your lifestyle, but these medals around your neck here are here for a reason, all right? Yes. Tell us how working out and living a healthy lifestyle has developed into these things hanging around your neck.
Well, the first thing I want to do is thank you, brother, for, I'm going to say saving my life, because your personal fitness sessions were a godsend. I didn't realize how much I needed them when I needed them, so that's the first thing to get you on track. I started running for a little bit of stress relief, because in 2013 things were difficult in the business. And I needed time just to not think about all the problems. So running for 30 minutes or an hour was a way just to escape. Wow. And unbeknownst to me, it became a little bit of a therapy. Yeah, I never thought I would run for fun and enjoyment, but that's what started to happen. I joined a couple of races and liked the way I was progressing. Ran my first half marathon in Trenton 4 years ago. And 3 years ago, and then I got another challenge. It's funny how the people around you affect you. Yeah. I got another challenge to say, you really need to lose weight. You're so disciplined in your business life. Why can't you be disciplined around your diet? right? And that got me, and I realized that I was convicted. I needed to do that. I lost 60 pounds over 5-6 month period.
Nice, brother.
And I went from 330 pounds down to 270. And it feels good to be able to wear a pair of 38s, man. Right? I tell you, it had been a very long time.
Wow.
But approaching 50 years old, I'm wearing 38 pounds,
Crazy.
And I feel good about that, as small as that may seem. But the medals, I just finished my first marathon, Honolulu Marathon.
Nice.
Yes, sir, brother. And you know, the funny thing is, it wasn't, well, finishing a marathon is a big accomplishment, but it's the mindset and the training that you need to do a marathon is where I won. You know, because I had to train for over a year. You know, and I think you saw some of the posts. You know, the brothers were very encouraging. We had the GE 500-mile challenge, and you know, brothers on the collective all get together. It's one of the best peer pressures we have as Omega men, because we're all hard on each other and we're hard on ourselves and we're very competitive.
Absolutely.
So when the brothers get on you about how many miles you've run today or not, it can be inspiring. So just committing to the marathon a year ago was a big difference. The running helped me physically. It helped me relieve medications. You know, I have a history of
listen to this, y'all.
Some
this
of
is
those
important
issues,
stuff.
high blood pressure, diabetes,
Sir.
And I did not want to be on medication for the rest of my life. As a matter of fact, I started probably in 2007. My line brother, my honcho, died of an aneurysm, and he was the most in shape bruh that was around. He was an Army Ranger, and never smoked, never drank. And I'm saying if it could happen to him, it could happen to me very easily, because I was already a candidate for all the stuff. So my goal is to get off the medicine. Even though I got a history and a family predisposition, I want to get off it. And running and losing the weight and adopting a healthy lifestyle helped me get off of 3 medications. And I still got 1 or 2 to go.
3
medications I lost along with the weight.
And exercise.
Along with the weight. So I'm very excited. I'm excited when brothers tell me that they're inspired by what I'm doing. Because I'm thinking, how can what I'm doing make a difference? Because I seem to be so far behind the others. I tell you, the brother who won the marathon was from Kenya, and he ran it in 2 hours and 9 minutes. And while my time was certainly 4 times that, I'm thinking, you know, what can I do? But people still say, you inspire me even because you finished. Yeah. So that's a great thing to have.
Well, with that said, certainly prior to us, you know, as we were planning to do this talk, I even mentioned to Bill that I'm even inspired by him to consider doing a marathon, you know. And just to add to his point about stress relief, you know, one of our focuses within the 2nd District and Omega Psi Phi fraternity as a whole is to address mental health issues, you know, from depression to stress, you know, to many of those things that we can manage, you know, without medication, you know. And he's just finished telling us, and I'm going to tell you as well, that when I run, I enjoy the calorie burn and I enjoy that runner's high that we get often when we run, but I really run just for mental relaxation, you know, just to help balance my thoughts, you know, and to, you know, and to really, what I also say is to have a conversation with God, because I'm sure you can relate, you know, that, you know, running is a very spiritual endeavor.
And
it really is.
You get to think clearly.
Clearly.
I come up with all kinds of ideas for more businesses sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I never thought it would be me, and I'm just blessed to have gained that side of it. It really
absolutely. Well, there's a couple more here too, because we have a little more time left. You talked, there's the New Jersey Trenton Marathon.
Yeah, this was my 3rd Trenton half marathon finished, so I was very excited about that. And I made a mistake thinking if you run a half marathon, you can run a full, but you know, it's just 2. 1 and 1 do not equal 2 when you're running a marathon. And this is my Black Men Run medal that I got at the Trenton half. I joined Black Men Run. I was very intimidated because I didn't think I was running at the caliber that I needed to run to join a running group. But the reality is it's fellowship. It's a band of brothers who are interested in maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and you need that support, encouragement, and you need that support system. So please find people around you who can do that for you. It makes a difference.
Well, we're going to close. I want to thank everyone for taking the time out to listen to this discussion. Remember, as you plan your resolutions for the new year, move your body, Happy New Year. Thanks a lot, Brother Bill.
Thank you.